Good Thursday afternoon, everybody. May 24th, 2018. And now summer has begun.
No.
Yeah.
Not yet. Not yet.
Well, with those temperatures outside, you would think
You might think,
that the summer has begun.
but you would be wrong.
If you're following the calendar like this guy, then you're
Yeah. Or the sun. You know,
with the sun.
the galaxy.
Whatever.
You know,
The galaxy tells us all.
it does. Indeed, it does.
Yeah, I was instructed by somebody in my household to turn on the air conditioning.
Mm-hmm. We knew this was coming. We knew it was coming.
So
It was your dog, right?
it was Eva.
Yep.
Eva.
Eva.
She said, "No more, Dad. No more." Meanwhile, Lily's, just running around in circles. And that's our household right there.
There
in
you
a
go.
nutshell. Actually, last night I got out and mowed the lawn.
Oh yeah.
There you go.
How was
and,
that?
Out on the mow lawner.
was trying to get Lily to come out, and so she arrived with Daddy on lawnmower, and
Well, that's because she knows better. That's not very safe.
That's
yeah, she was
against
saddened.
safety.
She knows.
So then she was just running back and forth. So I go to the backyard, she'd run across, and I could look out the backyard, then run back to the front, back and forth.
Just like Eva.
No, Eva
Taught
stopped
her
doing
well.
that a long
Taught her
time
well.
ago. Yeah,
She passed the torch. You keep an eye on this out
Yep.
there.
You watch it. I'm
Right.
gonna
Yep.
lay down.
so funny. So finally, Christy took Lily outside, and we got the old-fashioned turtle sandbox out there.
Oh, yeah.
Everybody had one, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, they do live to be 150 years old.
I know this
So-
has probably been passed on to like 10 generations. I don't
you
even know
go.
where we got it. And yeah, so she was taking the sand and look, Daddy, and then pour it on the deck.
Oh,
I'm like, thanks, daughter.
thank you. Yeah,
Thank you.
you were very excited about it.
Can you tell?
Yeah, look at that. Face of excitement.
Face of, I have to
Excitement.
sweep the deck now.
Excited about it, too.
See,
Love
a little
sweeping the old
insight.
deck. Yep.
A little insight into Jay Cros's household. You've been informed now. Now let's inform you about some headlines.
Oh, let's do it.
Like, I don't know, Festival of Speed coming up.
Oh, what?
We talked about this yesterday, but we'll get you some dates here. We want to make sure you get that on your calendar for the upcoming month here. Well, it's in July, but it's time to get on the calendar.
It's like a forthcoming month.
And then coming up in Digest, we're giving you, if you're hitting the highway this Memorial Day weekend, besides the high gas prices.
Boo.
Oh, look at that. You see how I
They're
snuck
going
that
up,
in there?
up, 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 up.
We want to keep your blood pressure for going up, but go down, down, down. So we're going to give you some tips so you can stay safe and keep that blood pressure down and keep yourself happy through the weekend. Then we're talking about a serious topic, CO poisoning. We're closing up our final piece with Ariana as she tells us how she's going to move forward. Preston, she's got some plans.
Got some plans?
She's got plans.
All right.
So lots to get to.
Just a lot to get to. And, well, obviously just enough time to get to it. So let's talk about it.
All right, Fitchburg Fitchburg Police Department held a public listening session last night. The final of 3 of them they've held. It was at the Fitchburg Public Library, catching up with Chad Bruckland, police chief, telling a little bit about some last year's history from the police department.
2017 at a glance, some things that we deal with over the course of the year. You can see we have about 18,000 incident numbers that are pulled. That would include anything from a parking complaint or an animal complaint all the way up to a robbery or shots fired or a homicide and anything in between. It's not necessarily a full picture of what our true workload is. If you were to look at like our total calls for service, which would include things like our follow-up on cases, when we're out on foot patrol, when we're at community engagement events and so forth, we're looking at probably closer to 28 or 29,000 incidents or calls for service over the course of the year. And then just a few other things statistically there. About 1,000 arrests and charges are made last year. 2,100 tickets were written. 67 thefts of motor vehicles, and we'll talk about that in more detail later on. And then 911 hours of foot patrol. That's one of the things that we're going to continue to re-emphasize with our folks, to be getting out of their cars and spending time in our neighborhoods and trying to get to know people and see what's happening. And everything I've read in the last several years is basically stating that you got to get your folks out of the cars, and it's going to continue to be an emphasis for us. And at 1500 down there in the lower right-hand corner is, for years we've done a heavy presence in our neighborhoods on foot, handing out glow sticks. The 1500 glow sticks that we have go relatively quickly, but it's obviously a great event to get out and see the kids in their costumes and get them a glow necklace.
All right. If you missed any of those listening sessions, we've got all 3 of them. We've got them up online for you. Just hit up the website, fitchburgwi.gov, click on FACTv, and then you can search any of those listening sessions. So good job out there, everyone.
Yeah, good job. All right, we're going to stick with the Fitchburg Police Department, and we have a report of an armed robbery on May 23rd at approximately 11:08 p.m. Fitchburg police officers responded to the 2300 block of High Ridge Trail for a report of an armed robbery. Officers located the victim, who was a pizza delivery driver. The victim advised he was attacked from behind by 2 suspects, one of whom was armed with a gun. They demanded money, and a short struggle ensued. Both suspects then fled on foot after the victim began screaming. A canine track was conducted, but the suspects have not yet been located. The suspects are described as 2 black males in their 20s. Both are approximately 6 foot tall with a medium build, both wearing dark, long-sleeve sweatshirts. The Fitchburg Police Department was assisted by the Town of Madison Police Department and the Verona Police Department, and as we mentioned, the investigation is still going on. So they say here, if anyone has information, you're asked to call the Madison Area Crime Stoppers at 266-6014. Callers can remain anonymous and may be eligible for cash reward up to $1,000. So if you have any information, please call in.
All right, this weekend, after you get through your weekend on Monday, we've got the Memorial Day observance here for the city of Fitchburg that they put that on. Wow, where am I going with this?
To the city of Fitchburg's Memorial Day event.
Hey, thank you. I just put all these words in my mouth and just can't say anything. Please join the city of Fitchburg's Memorial Day observance on Monday, May 28th at 12:15 p.m. over at Fire Station number 2. Yeah, it's not here this year. It's at Fire Station number 2. And then to follow at 1:30, they'll lay the wreath over at the Gorman Wayside Park. So either way, stop on by the Oregon Brooklyn VW post 10272 and the Brooklyn Oregon American Legion post 160 will preside over the observance. All are welcome to attend. I'll be out there filming this thing, and of course we'll bring you highlights of this on Tuesday's show after the weekend. It's going to be great.
Sounds good.
Keynote, by the way, Joel Polvemacher.
Woo!
Fitchburg Fire Chief.
It's going to be good.
It's going to be good.
Going to be good.
He's a talker, let me tell you.
And he's good at it.
Mm-hmm.
So check it out. All right. Hey, something else you can check out starting tomorrow, ladies and gentlemen, the splash pad. It's open. It's splishing and it's splashing out there. It's wet and fun. It's a playground.
Did you
it's
write
accessible.
that in here? Wow.
I sure did.
What a
And
guy.
safe for all ages and abilities. There are 3 play zones, including toddler with soft mist, preteen with high energy, and team building, and family with dumping buckets and water tunnels. Splash pad. It's going to be open through Labor Day weekend. It's open Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. Be there, be square, and I guess be cooled down because it's going to be hot.
You're going to get wet.
That's right.
If you go to a splash pad.
It's
That's
all
I'm
the
saying.
splash zone, the whole thing.
Yeah, there is no safe spot.
Mm-hmm.
All right, last but not least, set your calendars for this great event coming up. Fitchburg Festival of Speed is held on July 7th. It's an all-day event. As we found out yesterday, they've got cool concerts, great races. They've got a 1K race, a 5K, Agora bike race. There's just a whole bunch of things.
It's a lot of races.
And Kate described one of those races as almost like NASCAR style with bikes. So, it's going to be just
high intensity.
It's going to be great. I can't describe to you how great this is going to be. And
He's
we're really
saying, ladies and gentlemen,
fortunate.
It's going to be great. That's what I have to say.
Yeah, you're going to want to stop on by. This is going to be something.
It's good. It's a huge event. It's a huge deal that it's here in the city of Fitchburg, and it is going to be awesome.
You
That's
betcha.
all I have to say. Wait, hold on. I have one more thing to say. Let me say this. Hold on. This event can't get here fast enough. Thank you. All right. I'll take my award promptly.
That's right. You'll take it to the break. Coming up next, Preston. We're going to tell you about how to stay safe this holiday weekend if you're hitting the road. That's next right here on Talking Fitchburg.